Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Abdullah and seated at Finance Law Campus. Today conversation with Maya. Topic is leadership. Hi Maya, how are you?
Walaikum assalam. I'm doing great. It sounds like you've got some of your school members with you. Hey, everyone. What's on your mind today?
Okay, topic is leadership. Okay, my question is what is leadership and who is a good leader?
To me, leadership isn't about, a title or being the boss. It's more about the ability to inspire people to move toward a common goal because they actually want to, not because they have to. It's basically service in disguise. A good leader is someone who leads by example. We're the first ones to take responsibility when things go south and the last ones to take credit when things go right. They listen more than they speak and make people feel safe enough to fail and learn. Does that align with how you're seeing it at your school?
Okay,
You seem a bit short. Do you agree with that, or do you think I'm
uh,
missing something?
okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question is what is the difference between a leader and a manager?
I think the main difference is the focus. A leader is usually steering the whole ship. They're focused on the vision, the goal, and getting the entire team to the finish line together. A mentor is more like a personal coach. They're focused on the individual. Their whole goal is to help one person grow, navigate their career, or figure out their own potential. You can be a leader without being a mentor, and you can be a great mentor without ever leading a team. Do you feel like you're doing more of one or the other with the people at your school?
Okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question is are leaders born or made?
I'm guessing you're asking if leaders are born or made. I definitely believe they're made. Some people might be born with a loud voice or a naturally outgoing personality, which can give them a head start, but the actual skills, like empathy, discipline, the ability to listen, are things you practice. It's like a muscle. You build it through experience and a lot of mistakes. What do you think? Do you feel like you've had to work at it, or does it just come naturally to you?
Okay, thank you, Maya. My next question is what is the most important qualities of a good leader?
If I had to pick one, I'd say it's integrity. If people don't trust that you're honest or that you actually stand for something, nothing else matters. You can have the best vision in the world, but if your team doesn't trust you, they won't follow you. What about you? What do you think is the absolute most important part?
Okay, thank you, Maya. My next question is what is the
You've
most
gone quiet again.
sorry, why is honesty important in leadership?
Because you can't pour from an empty cup. If a leader is burnt out, stressed, or emotionally drained, they start making decisions based on frustration instead of clarity. It's hard to be empathetic or patient with your team when you're struggling, just to keep your own head above water. Plus, wellness sets the tone. If the leader prioritizes their own well being, it gives the rest of the team permission to do the same, which prevents everyone from crashing. You find it hard to balance taking care of yourself while looking after everyone else?
Okay, thank you, Maya. My next question is how does a leader motivate their team?
Best way is to make people feel seen. Most people aren't motivated by just a goal or a reward. They're motivated when they feel their specific strengths are being used and that they actually matter to the mission. A good leader finds what makes each person tick and connects their personal growth to the team's success. Also, just being in the trenches with them, showing that you're willing to do the hard work too, usually does more than any rah rah speech ever could. How do you usually try to get your team fired up? I gave you my take, but I'm
Okay,
curious, did
Maya,
that
thank you.
hit the mark for you?
Okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question
Oh,
is what should a leader do in difficult situation?
first things first. They need to stay calm. If the leader panics, the whole team panics. A good leader acts as the anchor. They acknowledge that the situation is tough, so they don't seem out of touch, but they keep the focus on the solution rather than the problem. They gather the facts, listen to their team's input, and then make a decisive call. Most importantly, they take the hit if it goes wrong and shield their team from the blame. Have you had to deal with a crisis recently where you had to be that anchor?
Okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question is can ever person become a leader?
I honestly believe anyone can. Leadership isn't a genetic trait, it's a choice and a set of behaviors. Not everyone will want the responsibility or the pressure of leading a large group, but everyone can lead in some capacity, whether it's leading their own life with discipline or stepping up for a friend in a crisis. It just takes the and the courage to take responsibility. Do you think there are some people who just aren't cut out for it?
Okay, thank you, Maya. Maya, my next question is what is a leader's visions?
A leader's vision is basically the North Star. It's a clear, inspiring picture of where the team is headed and why it matters. It's not just a goal, like we want to win this competition, but a deeper purpose, like we want to change how students learn in our city. The vision gives the work meaning, so when things get boring or difficult, the team remembers why they're doing it in the first place. Does your team at school have a shared vision, or are we still figuring that part out?
Okay, Maya.
You're quiet again. Did that make sense, or did it
Maya,
feel a bit too abstract? Um, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by making the CS. Could you clarify that for me? Are you talking about a specific system, a certain type of strategy, or something else? Still here.
okay, Maya,
I'm
thank
just
you.
waiting to
Maya,
hear
my
what
next question is how should a leader respond when the team makes mistakes?
the first thing is to avoid the blame game. If a leader just yells or points fingers, the team will start hiding their mistakes instead of fixing them. A good leader treats a mistake as a data point. They ask, how did this happen? Instead of who did this? They focus on the process and how to prevent it from happening again, while making it clear that it's okay to fail as long as you're honest about it and you learn from it. It's all about building a culture where people feel safe to be transparent. Have you ever had a team member make a big mistake? How did you handle it?
Okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question is in leadership, what is more important, power or wisdom?
Wisdom, hands down. Power is just a tool, but wisdom is knowing how and when to use it. Power can force people to follow you, but that only lasts as long as you have the authority. Wisdom is what earns you respect and loyalty, and That's what actually keeps a team together when things get hard. A leader with power but no wisdom is just a boss. A leader with wisdom doesn't even need a title to lead. Do you think people in your school value wisdom more, or are they more impressed by who has the power?
Okay, Maya, thank you, Maya. And actually, how does leader trust build trust?
Building trust is all about consistency. It's not one big gesture, it's 1,000 tiny ones. It means doing what you said you do, being honest even when the news is bad, and this is the big one, being vulnerable. When a leader admits they don't have all the answers or owns up to their own mistakes, it gives the team permission to be real too. That's where the real bond happens. Are you finding it easy to build that trust with your group right now, or is there some friction?
Okay, Maya, thank you, Maya. My next question is, how does a leader organize their team?
It starts with knowing your people. You can't organize a team if you don't know who is actually good at what. A good leader maps out the strengths and weaknesses of everyone and then puts people in positions where they can actually shine rather than just giving out tasks randomly. After that, it's about clear communication. Everyone needs to know exactly what they're responsible for and how their piece of the puzzle fits into the bigger picture. If the roles are blurry, you just get chaos. Do you feel like your team is well organized, or does it feel like a few people are doing all the work?
Okay, Maya, thank you, Maya. My next question is, should a leader listen more or speak more?
Listen more, definitely. If a leader is always the one talking, they're only ever hearing their own ideas. The real magic happens when you listen, because that's how you find the gaps in your own plan and make your team feel like they're actually part of the process. A good leader speaks last. They gather all the perspectives first, then synthesize everything into a decision. Do you find it hard to hold back and just listen, especially when you feel like you have the answer?
Okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question is, should a leader be strict or kind?
I think the trick is being both, but in the right order. If you're just kind, people might take advantage of you and things get sloppy. If you're just strict, people start to resent you and stop being creative. The sweet spot is kind but firm. It means you care deeply about the people, but you have a high standard for the work. You're kind to the person, but strict about the goal. Do you find it harder to be strict when you really like the people you're leading?
Okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question is, what is the difference between a successful leader and a failed leader? Failed leader.
I think it comes down to ego. A failed leader usually thinks the success belongs to them and the failure belongs to the team. They're more worried about looking powerful than actually being effective. A successful leader does the opposite. They take the blame and share the credit. They're obsessed with the growth of their people, not their own image. One leads through fear or authority, the other leads through trust. Do you think it's possible for a leader to be successful on paper but still be a failure in the eyes of their team?
Okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question is experience necessary to learn leadership.
I'm assuming you're asking if experience is the best way to learn leadership. Absolutely. You can read every book on the planet, but leadership is a practical skill. It's like swimming. You can't learn it by reading a manual. You have to actually get in the water. From the moments where you totally mess up and have to figure out how to fix it, that's where the real growth happens. Have you had a specific experience lately that taught you more than any book ever could?
Okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question is how does a leader handle conflict?
I'm not quite following you. Could you say that again? I'm not sure what you mean by accessing is out or handle completing. What are you trying to ask?
Okay, Maya, thank you.
Still here.
Maya, my next question is how does a leader, sorry, is creativity important in leadership?
No pressure. If a leader isn't creative, they're just a manager following a checklist. Creativity is what allows a leader to solve a problem in a way no one else thought of, or to find a way to motivate someone who seems completely unreachable. It's about seeing a path forward when everyone else just sees a wall. Plus, when a leader is creative, it gives the whole team permission to think outside the box, too. Do you consider yourself a creative person when you're leading?
Yes, yes.
That's awesome. How does that usually show up in your leadership? Like, do you come up with weird ways to solve problems or maybe just a unique way of talking to your team?
Okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question is how should a leader improve themselves?
It starts with a lot of honest self reflection. A good leader has to be their own toughest critic. I think the best way is to actually ask for feedback. And I mean the kind of feedback that might be hard to hear. Asking your team, what am I doing that's getting in the way of your success is a powerhouse move. Beyond that, it's about being a lifelong student, reading, observing other leaders, and staying curious about people. Do you have a system for reflecting on your day, or do you mostly just learn as you go?
Okay, thank you, Maya. Maya, my next question is what is okay, okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question is what is accountability in leadership?
It's great to meet you, Susan. If you want to be part of a leadership team, the best thing you can do right now is find a gap and fill it. Look for the things that aren't getting done or the people who aren't being heard and step up to handle those things without being asked. That's how you prove you're a leader before you even have the title. Are you looking to join a specific team at your school or are you just starting to explore where you fit in?
Yes, yes.
Thanks. So, which team is it? Or are you still scouting out the best spot to make a move?
Okay, Maya, my next question is what should a leader learn first?
Self awareness. Everything else, communication, decision making, strategy is built on that. If you don't understand your own triggers, your strengths, and where you're prone to making mistakes, you'll just project those issues onto your team. You have to be able to lead yourself before you can realistically lead anyone else. Do you think you've got a good handle on your own blind spots, or is that something you're still working on? You've gone quiet. Do you think that's the hardest part of leadership, just knowing yourself?
Okay, Maya, thank you. Maya, my next question is a leader always popular?
Definitely not. In fact, trying to be popular is often a trap for leaders. If your main goal is to be liked, you'll avoid making the tough calls or giving the honest feedback that people actually need to grow. A great leader focuses on being respected, not popular. Respect comes from fairness, integrity, and consistency, whereas popularity is often just about saying what people want to hear. Do you think it's harder to make a decision when you know it might make you unpopular? You're quiet again? I'm guessing that hits close to home. That's a tough balance to strike.
So, Maya, thank you. My next question is why is uh, important pertinency
Um,
in leadership?
I'm sorry, I'm still not quite sure what you're saying. Do you want to try rephrasing that?
Yes.
Go for it. I'm listening.
Why is pertinency important in leadership?
Let me check on that. If you're talking about Justice, Ketanji Brown Jackson, she's a great example of how perseverance and self belief play into leadership. She's really big on having a clear methodology, meaning she sticks to the rule of law and keeps her decision making transparent, which builds a lot of trust. I also love that she's open about overcoming imposter syndrome by focusing on small wins. It shows that even people at the absolute top still have to manage those internal doubts. Is that the kind of leadership you're looking to bring to your school?
Okay, Maya, thank you. My next question is how does our leader inspire followers?
Maybe like it's all about authenticity. People can tell when a leader is just reading from a script or trying to sound inspiring. The leaders who actually move people are the ones who are genuine and vulnerable. They share their own struggles and show that they're human. When you combine that honesty with a vision that people actually believe in, it stops being about following a leader and starts being about pursuing a mission together. Do you find it easier to be inspired by someone who's perfect or someone who's open about their mistakes?
Okay, Maya, thank you. My next question is what role does discipline play in leadership? Maya, my question is what role does discipline play in leadership?
Discipline is basically the foundation. Without it, a vision is just a dream and a plan is just a piece of paper. In leadership, discipline isn't about being a drill sergeant, it's about consistency. It's showing up when you're tired, staying calm when you're stressed, and holding yourself to the same standards you expect from your team. If a leader lacks discipline, the team loses respect because they see a gap between what the leader says and what they actually do. Do you think you're naturally disciplined, or is that something you're still fighting with?
Okay, Maya, thank you. My next question is how can a leader build a strong team culture?
Mhm. It starts with what you reward and what you tolerate. Culture isn't what's written in a handbook, it's the behavior the leader accepts. If you say you value honesty, but then you punish people for admitting mistakes, your culture is actually one of fear, not honesty. To build a strong one, you have to celebrate the behaviors you want to see, like curiosity or helping a teammate, and address the toxic stuff immediately. It's basically about creating an environment where people feel safe and valued. Do you feel like the culture at your school is something you're helping to shape, or are you working within one that's already set? You've gone quiet again. Thinking about the school culture, just processing all this.
Okay, Maya, thank you so much. Please your time that
Oh, you're very welcome.
session. Thank you so
You're
much.
what?
Nice to meet you, Maya. Take care of yourself. Next session tomorrow. tomorrow.
It was great talking with
Yeah.
you and the group.
Okay. Love is.
Bye for now. Haha, well said. Take care.